Charlie knew the importance of psychology and human behavior and incentives and all of that. He figured that out very early. And of course, he gave some talks even on, 25 or so ways, whatever it happened to be. I don't remember the exact number, but the different ways that one person could take advantage of another by understanding how humans behave. And then, after doing a magnificent job of explaining it, he believed in understanding what others would do, but he thought it was beneath him and to actually use those methods to manipulate people. It's a really interesting human being that thinks through the psychology of human behavior and figures out, how you become a great insurance salesman or manager on Wall Street or accumulative assets under management or whatever it may be. And you get very rich by understanding the weaknesses of others to some extent, and then decide that it's very important for you to recognize these when they occur. It's very important for you to know them better than the person that actually is using them, but you don't have to stoop to using them yourself. And Charlie told me that in his lifetime, after he figured this out, there were a couple of times when he used them. He wasn't proud of it, but he also never lied to me. So he explained to me that there were a couple of times when he used some of these techniques, but he didn't plan on using them anymore. But he also wanted me to know that if I ever did something like that, I wasn't really behaving terribly. That he allowed for the fact that humans may misbehave. So I'm sure that I behaved somewhat better before my marriage than I did afterwards in my enthusiasm for different activities like dancing or something. And he said, "That's, we all do it, but don't do it again." And so that's part of acquiring human wisdom. And speaking of human wisdom, we've just got that one book out there by Charlie. Poor Charlie's Almanac, and that's worth reading 3 or 4 times. I think I read Ben Graham's book about 5 or 6 times, and each time I read it, I realized that I just needed to think a little more deeply about certain things. They weren't complicated or anything, but it's better to, if you've got some great instruction like you get with Charlie, it's better to read it several times than to just figure you'll just read every book once and it's in the library.